Welcome back to XPGNN, the network for the experienced gamer. Tonight, a special report. Border friction. Could this mean war? 10 years ago, humanity made first contact with the Gehetma Dominion. Almost immediately, conflicts began to rise between the diplomatic teams. Common ground is always hard to find when dealing with any group that could be described as fanatical. And the reoccurring theme of the Dominion is their fanatical aversion to conflict, even in its simplest form, such as basic competition. A fundamental driving force of the human race. Sandri Alexander, leader of the First Contact team, and for the last 5 years, head of the Institute of Alien Studies and Observation on Earth, has warned that the fanatical nature of the Dominion, even if focused on peace, or better yet, an aversion to conflict, is still incredibly dangerous due to their collective social structure. In a report to the Alliance High Command that was leaked last month by the hacker group Imperatus, it detailed the decision-making process that the Dominion could justify an invasion of human space in massive force. This excerpt was written from the perspective of the Gehetma. If humanity continues its abhorrent strife and conflict and persists in being a threat, then that threat should be nullified to establish peace and balance in the universe. Just last week, a very similar message was received by the High Command from the Gehetma leadership. Our sources tell us a buildup of ships and weapons is underway in Gehetma space. Wolfenson, a titanium mining company in the Heta system, has reported a massive increase in Alliance metal purchases. Titanium is primarily used in the construction of space-based structures like ships and stations. Take this information and note the proposed plan on the Senate floor to triple the mobile infantry's man count and double the budget of the X-9 Special Operations Division. And with it, the rumors of war could be far from just that, rumors. The human race has fought and bled in conflict, from the first tribes hunting mighty beasts for their survival using teamwork and cunning, to the wars that shaped our culture. Military might is a key component in the System Alliance. Through honor we live, through duty we survive. No matter what happens, the XPGNN will be here to report the facts, and doing its part. This wraps up tonight's netcast, but as always, we ask the only question that matters. Are you doing your part? Join the System Alliance now. Service guarantees citizenship. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Check here. Welcome back to the Stellaris campaign. We've got some issues. If you guys saw the intro, the diplomatic relations with the Gehetma Dominion are starting to break down. They don't like us very much, probably because we're just so damn sexy. Or the fact that we are a military-based society and they are fanatically peaceful. Yeah, and we are butting up right against them right here. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna actually take care of the vote. The vote was, do we do Biolab, do we do Tropical World, or do we do the mountain range removal? And it was mostly Biolab. That was the winner, so we'll go ahead and grab that up. Focusing on research, and I totally get it too. We only have a couple of mountain ranges in a few of the planets that we control right now. No big deal there. We are only 2 months away from getting space stations and destroyers. And the name of the game in this episode, I think, is planning the combat operations against the Gehetma. We know things are going to shit. We just need to be ready for them. We're gonna go ahead and unpause the game. The science ships have been already dispatched to scan a few worlds, but what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna send my science ship through Gehetma space. Now, if you haven't been watching Stellaris' development, there's been a relatively major patch where they've changed how diplomacy works. I think I talked about it in the last episode before the move. I am now moved into the fully operational command center. If you guys want to see a picture of it, check out the Patreon page. It should be the last post. I took a quick shot of like my mostly put together battle station / office. But what we're gonna do today is we are going to, oh my God, it's done. We are going to be planning our operations, combat operations against the Gehetma Dominion. We're gonna figure out exactly what we need to feel secure in our borders and know that they aren't a threat. Now, they only control, to our knowledge, 3 planets. And their capital, of course, is Gehet, right here. What is that like? So the Vega system is probably the closest planet that we have in our territory direct control over. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps in there, with 1 being a planet. So I would feel better, and I have talked to you guys in the chat, in the comments, about what should be the priorities if we do go to war. Somebody said you need to find what's pushing out you gotta find the outpost that's out here in the north and destroy it if there is a war, so we can take care of all this influence they have, probably push our own border in, maybe claim 1 or 2 if we're really lucky, maybe even 3 solar systems. At the same time, we need to figure out what we want. Can we take them out directly? Probably not. And the reason I say that is I bet we can take their military. We can outproduce them. Just the scale of our empire, we can probably outproduce them. What I'm worried about though is, let's go into Earth, is taking out their orbital facilities around their home planet, like to actually take them on completely and to bring them, to subjugate them basically, to bring them under the Alliance banner would be an issue because we had to take out their spaceport. And the spaceports, as you can see, 500. Our biggest threat right now is 344. Of course, we're not going to engage them this moment. We need to build up the fleet, and we're going to be able to do that with the destroyer research that just completed. So we just got Tech 3 space stations. Let's assign our new research and start getting those space stations online. They're going to be expensive, but they're going to be totally worth it. Oh man, we can get defensive platforms. We can get better armor for the ships. That might be worth it. All right, this might not be the best strategic option, but I am going to take defensive platforms because an overwhelming number of members of the Alliance have wanted to be a commander of a space station to defend. We may be going to war. Defensive platforms in this instance, in this one instance, may be a pretty good idea, right? To secure some of our border systems. We're going to go ahead and research that. It's also a really cheap research. We can blast through that pretty quickly. I'm not sure if that unlocks anything. I'm kind of curious if it does. This will give us, well, gun platforms that we'll be able to deploy in solar systems. Now, I don't know if you can upgrade them over time. That used to be an issue people were complaining about. Hopefully they've already fixed that, but we'll see. Construction ship, where are you? Oh, you're already headed into the Vega system. That is exactly the order I wanted to give you. Good, 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 good. The Wanderer is inbound. I want you to keep scanning systems that we have control over. That's priority right there. Good, let's unpause it. And let's see if we can upgrade our primary space station. Build. Yes, we can. Excellent. And we're building the Hawk class. Now, we've got a couple new captains in the fleet. And as you can see, the fleet has grown quite a bit in last episode. The 3 new captains are Lieutenant Commander Gito Vanda of the Calypso, Captain Destroyer 6295 of the Fury. I had to shorten your name because you had a ship that was really long named. There's not enough characters on there. And Captain Alexis of the Hakona. Welcome. Congratulations on your promotion to captain. You've all got fine vessels in the fleet that looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and just take a look at that real quick. We need a destroyer though. We need a proper flagship for the Admiral. Stiegelman. How old is Stiegelman? 58 years old. Oh man. My initial heroes, you want to call them heroes? My officers, my scientists, my government leaders, they've got to be getting old. Resource storage is full on influence again. All right, well, let's pause real quick. Our influence is full. This happened before. We can, if I go to government, you guys were saying that I could implement government changes. Now, I've never actually done that. Let's see, how do I do it though? We can enact new policies. Okay, here it is, reform government. I cut that out, but there was quite a bit of me like, where is the button? Here we go. So here's our government type right now. We're a military republic. And since we've researched, what was it? It was like administration or something. We can get a advanced government. So let's see what we can get. Is it worth it? A mega corporation holds an election every 40 to 50 years to elect a new leader. Give us more energy credits, more minerals. Mining station build cost, half the cost. You don't say. Oh man. I don't know what we want to go to if we wanted to. Democratic Utopia holds an election every 10 years to elect a new ruler. Recruitment costs would be lower and leader skill level would go up. We're not a science dictatorate. Direct democracy, no. All right, so looking over this, martial democracy, this government is an advanced form of militaristic democracy where rulers are randomly selected from a pool of qualified candidates. Qualifications are based almost purely on military achievement. So that's a huge fundamental shift for us. I mean, it's still focused on military, of course, but right now we're a military republic. don't know if I want to change. Like, the statistics are awesome. Plus 10, plus 20, or minus 20% build cost and station damage. It is just better in every way. All right, I like it. We're gonna go military democracy. Let's do it. You can change these. We're gonna do the reform. It's gonna cost us 250 influence, and you can do these every, I think it's like 20 years or so. So we might as well just double our bonus. So that's what we're gonna do. How much has changed really? It looks like this is gonna only change the highest forms of government. So it's gonna be focused much more on military, well, you know, military achievements, and we're about to go to war. So maybe that's why there may be some political shenanigans going on in the background because of this war, starting this war. You don't know, you never know. Let's go ahead and, what's our construction ship going out to? Oh, it's getting us more minerals. I like that plan. Gonna burn through most of our energy right now. Is there any energy that we can lock down? You're already heading to Vega, right? Yeah, that's the other construction ship. So what we should probably do, if you're heading to Vega, is there any more energy that we can secure? It isn't on like a planet. Why? Well, the frontier outpost and push it out farther. Maybe if we had done some scans out there and actually like secured the location of energy. This is why we need to get out there and scan more. We need to find more energy that's out there. We have all these systems here that we need to figure out. Where is, and that's exactly what the Wanderer was doing. But we're preparing for war, and we're already doing that here. So, all right, everybody, carry on. Let's go ahead and get those destroyers built. How long until our tier 3 station is done? It's going to be quite some time. What is that, 153 days? So it's gonna be a bit. Now, I did mention in the intro, at least I should have, that we need to recruit a few defensive armies if we're going to war, but more importantly, assault armies. Because General Kylo of the 190th needs to actually have an army to lead into combat. How old is he? He's 52? All right, you better not die on me. What do we got? System survey is done. Oh, that's all we got out of this? Was one single, let's turn on the details. A little bit of resource. All right, well, the Wanderer is about to scout. He's under the guise of scientific research and exploration. Space bounty. While an asteroid falling on your planet can be nerve-wracking isn't the word I think I would use. Durkheim has been rather fortunate. No harm has befallen the colony. Oh, they got hit by an asteroid? Wait. No harm has befallen the colony. We must find a way to stop this. Our people will endure this harsh environment. These don't match, but okay. I guess we have an asteroid, careening toward a planet. Let's, recent impact modifier added 12 months, giving the following effect: minus 5% happiness. Luckily, the asteroid did no damage and has deposited some useful minerals on the surface. Or our people will endure and will get useful minerals on the surface. Neither one of these make any sense, and they both give the same thing. Fine, our people will endure this harsh environment. Weird. That's also a planet we need to rename. I kind of forgot to do that. Where is that planet in our system? I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, that's the one that we colonized and we were going to rename. Let's rename that right now. So I've decided to rename, was it like Durkheim or something crazy, to Reach in the Gaia world, on the Gaia world. That's that. All right, so I've decided to rename, what was like Durkheim or something, into the planet Reach. It's a Gaia world out there. You guys have been asking for that. Named after the planet from Halo. Now, what do we got? New contact with an alien race that's out there. Indeed, thank you very much. Whoa, boar people. Boar people with a crazy pirate thing going on. Let's pause the game. I speak on behalf of the Bryn Nathi Council. Okay. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens in a galaxy full of alien horrors. Our elected leader, President Falatier, warns you not to interact with our citizens or approach our space. Oh shit, they're xenophobic. They're xenophobic militarists. We finally meet a militarist and they're xenophobic and they've got like a pirate logo. We're gonna have like boar pirates. Who is Lone Star? This is Lone Star speaking. All right. As per the Lady Protector Lone Star's mandate, additional research stations have been constructed. Well done. Oh, you've got a You've got a title change. Interesting. Lone Star's new title is Protector. In the Protectorate. We can rock that. Andrew Magnus read, some kind of unknown structures are floating in a gas giant in the upper atmosphere. They appear to be using aerostatic lift to remain buoyant. Let's zoom in over here. There's the gas giant that Red has found. Red, you've got to be getting old. 72. All right, we'll do the research. It's fine. I'm glad you found something interesting. Hopefully it'll be useful to the Alliance. Our scout, that's our construction ship. What are you building right now? You're building a mining facility. Okay, and you're almost done, about 50%. I want to dispatch you someplace a little bit more useful. I want to get you up to Vega, is what I want to do. And get you building that power supply. Now, speaking of Gaia worlds, let's take a look at Reach and see what's going on the planet's surface. Well, we've got some people just kind of standing around. Wow, 6 resources? Really? Hot damn. You go here, build a basic mine there. I really need to start getting in power, but gee, I can't not collect those minerals. That might be the minerals from the impact, the meteor strike. It must be. Well, let's take advantage of that. Hell yeah, let's do that. What this means is that this population isn't fully moved in yet. They're not fully operational. They will be soon with the food coming in on this planet. I mean, we got 3 coming in. We can upgrade our... No, we can't. Planetary administration building. Social experiment. A small asteroid colony was found floating just above the atmosphere of Gozam 1. It appears to have been self-sufficient and remains from several different species were found on board. Oh, as best as we can tell, the colony was some kind of social experiment conducted centuries ago that ultimately ended with the colonists massacring each other. Oh, God. We have downloaded all the data found in the colony's databanks. Good. Lots of society research, you don't say. Biolabs are about to finish because of what they've found. So, the Wanderer, you have arrived. Oh, not only have you arrived, you have found interesting intel. You found one of their, what are these, wormhole generators? What is this black magic? Interesting. There's a hostile fleet identified. Oh, it's you guys again. Our construction ship should just be moving right past. Let's do, not evasive, passive was fine.
Research complete.
Get over to the Vega system. We have made a new contact. Let's pause. Hey, you know, that last contact we made was the first one that we have met, the Boar people, that weren't peaceful. Individualists, fanatics, xenophobes. Holy crap. Okay. And they've got some strange horned devil symbol, or I wouldn't say it's even a devil. So what is that, like the antlers or something? Anyways, the Rekthral United Sons, a plutocratic oligarchy. Xenophobic isolationists. Oh my God, I tweeted this earlier today. I can't talk to save my life. When I recorded that introduction, I had to say all of the lines like 3 times. First contact with the United Sons. I speak for Executive Madrig Din Valthrag and the wealthy elite of the Rekthal United Sons. Your alien ways are objectionable to us. Well, screw you too, buddy. But perhaps we can still engage in limited trade, assuming your inferior civilization produces anything worth of value. We shall meet you in battle. F off, you jerkbag. We've got research. Let's pause the game. We've got our biolabs. We can start doing upgrades to some of our planets. New research. Let's get something a little bit more interesting. We could up our border range again and tell everyone around us to fuck off. We can get, oh, what's this? This is a rare technology. This massive entertainment complex is where dreams come true. Shopping malls, restaurants. We've had this pop up before. Tempting. But I think this is going to take a while to research though. 10% border range. It's not even a rare technology. Energy siphon. Why would we want to make a weapon that drains energy from enemy ships? We've got a long way on regenerative hull tissue, so both of these would take quite some time. I'm thinking biolab. With biolab, look what it'll produce. It'll produce all of the technology. Yeah, let's do that. That has military applications, right? Especially when we're figuring out more about our possible future enemies. Let's zoom out on the map real quick and just take a look at things. Because we've met so many new species. Things are getting more and more interesting out here. I'm not sure how we met you so far away. I guess they sent out their scientists pretty damn far. Anyways, our scout. Continue to do just that. Move here. Scout the system. Then we'll start heading north. Now, they do have a planet here, but they don't have a station above the planet. We could invade that. They have a mining colony, and we could take out their ability to jump. Wait, what is this? It's my jump. That's my science ship. Okay. Nothing in this sector. Take a look at their... I want to find their fleet. We need intel badly. So head to Jahet. Head to their capital world and find out what's going on. Same time, we are going to check out Earth. How goes the construction of our largest... Oh, you're done! Construction is finished, and we can start designing destroyers. Yes. Oh, man. Now, the question is, what kind of design do we want to go with? So can I make this bigger? No, I can't. I can't move it around either. So, right now we've got the Manticore-class destroyer. Let me know in the comments below what we should name the first destroyer class. And what kind of class should it be? The Faith Breaker, the Hope Breaker, and the Fortune Breaker. 2 smalls, 1 medium, 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 1 large weapon slot with 2 smalls and 1 medium. This would be the tankiest, but the least damage. This would be probably the best mix. 2 medium, 2... No, this would be the... Yeah, this would be the best mix. If we went like this way, this seems more of like a gun platform. And then if we changed... I like having the 1 big gun. Maybe something like that. That actually kind of looks cool too. Just looks like a big floating platform in space, doesn't it? Let's see what the autocomplete design shows. Wow, you guys want me to use those medium cutting lasers. But the range is crap. And no armor whatsoever. Just full guns like crazy. Or shields like crazy. What? What's our energy at? Exactly 0? Damn. Why the 1 small mass driver? Because of the shield penetration, maybe? I don't know how comfortable I am with having this range. Like, look at this. 40 range? If I click this, I can put a mass driver on here, and it will give us a range of... What is your actual range for the medium? 60 versus 30. Like this artillery cannon in the back, that thing is firing away, right? Until the mining lasers, and we're only going to be using the mining lasers temporarily since you guys were telling me there is no upgrade for them. Until you get into range. You've got like these big cannons firing as the battle begins, and then once you're in range, you're cutting through their armor like a hot knife through butter. This, would mean more to us. Let's go ahead and save this design. We won't build one just yet until... Where is our scout, our very brave scout? Has your engines recharged yet?
System survey complete.
All right. The Wanderer has arrived in the enemy's capital world. Complete. Let's pause. What did you build? Ah, the construction of the mining facility in reach. There's the enemy fleet. We have located them. What strange ships they have. But now we have intel. Now we can work off this. Oh, okay. So they're not using shield technology. They're using armor tech. They're using nano composite armor. They're using the same weapon technology that we are as well, which gives them a shield bonus. They have gravimetric sensor upgrades and wormhole modulators. So, what this means, their fleet isn't that strong. We actually have a stronger fleet than they are right now. But they do have, well, of course, the space station. So, we get a couple of flagships, destroyers, and then we begin the war. We have to decide what our primary objectives are before the war begins, though. I mean, that's got to be a thing, right? Let's really take a look at these guys. Look at all the gas giants in their homeworld. How weird is that? I've never seen that before. All right, here's what we're gonna do. If they're focusing on, let's make sure there's no other classes of ship. What do they have? All the same class of ship. And they even have a colony ship about to head out. I want this planet minimum. And I want to take out their capability in the north. So what I'm thinking is we'll send the fleet out at the beginning of the war. Where's our science ships? They need to get to work. Let's get these orders out first. We need to get the Wanderer out of this system as quickly as possible. Because we don't want them anywhere near the conflict once it begins. And I think that's got to be their primary fleet, right? So let's go ahead. Send the Wanderer. Now I kind of wish I had scanning, like the speed at which you scan stuff much faster, but it is what it is. Prospero, where are you? You're way down south, and you've scanned everything down here? Yeah, it looks like you have. So let's go ahead and send you to the north. You've already scanned that system. Survey that system. You would just head north. We need to send the Wanderer deeper, not really deeper into enemy territory, but head north and find where their outpost is. It's allowing them to expand their border up here. That's got to be a key to winning the fight. The first stellar cluster fleet. So we're calling that the first fleet. We're gonna have to deal with that. 270 isn't bad though. That's not bad at all, really. All right. I'm feeling good about our design, actually. Let's go back into the designer. Long-range weapon to open up with, and then burn through. I actually kind of want to swap this mining laser out for a bigger one, but it's good to have a mix, I think. It's good to have a variety. They do get 50% to get through shields, so it might be well worth it to go ahead and like armor up a little bit. Actually, can I just do this? And then, I'd have to do another fusion core, won't I? We'll try that. The Manticore. And begin construction. Now, we're not going to start the war in this episode because I want to hear from you guys. One, am I missing anything about our plan? And we'll go over the plan in just a second. But am I missing anything on what we should be doing? We're ordering up 2 destroyers. We have the cost. We actually could order up a 3rd, I think. But do we want to wait that long? 231. Ooh, that would give us a sizable advantage in combat. We'll order 3 destroyers. We're going full ham. We're going full ham. It's going to cost us some energy, though. We should probably focus on construction of energy-producing facilities on some of our planets. And maybe a defense station in the Cirrus system, maybe? Or Heka. We'll see how the war begins at the beginning. So here's the plan. We're going to get the fleet. We're going to dispatch them out to our colonies in the northern front. We're going to find with our scout, which will actually let our scout just move. We'll unpause it. I bet anything. No. Move here. I bet anything. It's either Saiban or, what is it, Odalamon is where the frontier outpost is. Our first objective, take out the frontier outpost, knock out all the resources that they're claiming up here. Hopefully claim a couple solar systems ourselves, scan them, exploit those resources as quickly as we can. Next objective, take the fleet in and head for the Kulfatar planet. I guess that's what you're gonna call it, Kulfatar 3, which we'll definitely rename if we take for ourselves. Little to no defenses in this system. Have the ground troops land and take over, relatively undefended, take over the planet. Like, have them on the border ready to go, follow in, take out the enemy fleet, take out this planet, invade it, hopefully win the war goals. War goals, take this planet from them. You guys should let me know what you think the war goals should be. Should we make them, what's the word for it? Under our leadership, bring them into the alliance forcefully? Or should we just try to take one planet, carve this whole section off, and claim it as our own? I'm curious what you guys think. Let's also do a little bit of planetary maintenance. I think we need to get a new star system as well. What is this? This production requires a grown pop to function, and it now has one. Boom, we're up to 71 now. Fantastic. We have no energy production on this planet? No, but we can. We're gonna build you a farm. We're gonna build you a... That'll give us more food coming in, but we don't have the upgrade to it, and that kind of sucks. I know, we're giving up the mineral for that. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. We won't do it. Our research is complete. Pause the game. Defensive platforms can now be constructed. We do have enough money to build one. And maybe we will before this is over. What? We can already shoot for space sports level 4? This will give us the assembly yards. It's not that hard to research either. The assembly yards, what they'll do is they'll lower the cost of constructing these the destroyers that we're going to be using. We are about to go to war. They will cost us 1 energy, which we're really strapped for right now. It'll also give us the level 4 space station. Or ion thrusters to make our ships faster. Or more damage and more minerals coming in. This is just a straight bonus. This is a really fast research as well. I'm going to go with the army damage. Yeah, I'm going to go with the army damage on that one. The Wanderer has arrived. Nothing but a mining facility here. The Wanderer and the Prospero are in these systems, and they don't see anything. All right, well, let's go ahead and send the Wanderer farther in. It's got to be... Oh, it's right here. We've already identified it. Oh, it's so dumb, Shaq. You're looking right at it. So there it is. That's a primary target. We've got to take this out. This will give us the entire northern section, so we're looking pretty good. Probably want to give you orders to... I don't even really need to scan that system. Yeah, go ahead and survey the system, because we will be controlling that in the next few years. That's the plan. And let's get you back over here surveying systems across the solar system, across the Alliance. We need a good power production facility. Destiny, what are you up to over here? Requires a full pop cap, right? Let's just move some people around. There we go. Now we've got an extra 3 energy coming in. Good. Basic power plant, which we should be able to upgrade, which we can. To this, requires planetary administration. We cannot. We'll have to upgrade this. Can't do that until we have 350 resources. Ah, we're poor. Well, we're not poor. We just blew all our money on the biggest fleet that the Alliance has ever seen. Just have to wait till that ticks up. And we're almost full again on our influence. So you know what we can do? We can. What's this producing the most of? Just food? Yeah. That's not super useful to us, other than the fact that we can upgrade this. Go ahead, it's worth it. I think we're gonna turn Sanctuary into a research planet. I think that's probably a really good idea. So, it's got the population, the food coming in to do this. Let's go ahead, upgrade everything, get that research coming in. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this, so Sanctuary is gonna be a research planet. And the way we're going to do this is, Edict. We need to use up some of our influence. We've got plenty coming in. This will lower construction time. That could be good. If we're gonna be doing major upgrades. And then let's do, don't really need any of that. I thought they had a research specific one, but I guess they don't. There isn't a lot of power coming out of that. What about Earth? What have we passed recently for edicts on Earth? Let's do capacitor overload. There we go. Now we've used up some influence, and that should give us a nice 8 coming in. Check the surface of Earth. Upgrading all of our research stations for fairly cheap is definitely worth it. Everything else is upgraded. All right. So we've got a plan. We've got our ships under construction. We have our invasion force currently being recruited. And I think we should probably go through armies, recruit a little bit of a defensive army. They do cost us a little bit of energy to just maintain, but we should start getting defensive especially defensive forces on the border with the Jehetma Dominion. I mean, if there was ever a place that we're going to need them, is right here. Oh, we wanted to see, you know what? I wanted to see if we could design it. Can we? Defense platform. Here she is. Here's our defense platform. Yes, don't forget, if you're ever playing this, to design one of these, and you can change what they do. So, subspace snare increases the enemy jump. Oh, this will increase their jump charge time. No. The proximity mine ships within the field have 20% chance each day to take 5 to 15 damage, ignoring 75% of armor. This can be dodged. Hull regeneration. Let's do, you can just hot swap? No, I bet you can't. Let's go ahead and do, our recruitment on Destiny has completed. Let's do proximity mines. And let's do autocomplete ship, armor, lots of shields. I'm okay with that. Weapons, they're gonna use all small drivers. I think that's good for the range. It's probably smarter. Maybe mix it up with just a couple of mining lasers. And I wish I had some missile defenses, but I don't. I like that there. That's the Wolfhound. Good. This ship design does not have enough power. Shit. And we can fix that real quick. Just drop one of these on there. Save it. The Wolfhound. Which we'll more than likely rename. Let's grab a construction ship and dispatch him to a border system to help control or defend it. I'm thinking, what's the fastest route again? Quickest way to find that out? They would go through Jehet, Virga. They would go through the Virga system. And we've already got the rust bucket there.
Construction complete.
Who's captaining the rust bucket? Ostrowicki, I need you to defend this station. Don't let the enemy through. Where should we deploy this? Let's build frontier outpost, build military station. Near the power output facility. And then as soon as you're done doing that, carry on with what you were doing. What were you doing? Oh, mining facilities, which we don't have enough money for? And research stations. There we go. All right, guys, we've got a plan. War. It's coming in the next episode. We will be invading the Mushroom Kingdom, the Jehetma Dominion. Shall feel our wrath. I'm curious to know what you guys think about the war, how it should be handled, what should the war goals actually be. Let me zoom in here and I'll show you what we could see as objectives. What planets do we want to take from them? Should we prioritize actually taking out their production facility? Or should we go for a short war and claim just a bit of territory? Like all these systems here should be fairly easy to take. Taking out that frontier outpost and possibly taking out Quilfatar. I don't know. There's also, what is that, Sasharim? We could try to invade from the south. We'd probably have to go from the north and go through the capital with that big old space station, which does worry me. The defensive capabilities of that space station are extreme, to say the least. Something to keep an eye on. I'm like scanning enemy territory just to find out when I want it. Crap. All right, see you guys in the next episode of Stellaris. It will be much sooner than how long this episode took because I'm finally moved into the office. Later, guys.